barrel. How many barrels do I have? You can tell me how many barrels I have, can't you? There. So I have 2 barrels. So they're going to go right there. And I have 2 crates left. They're going to go right here. And I'm going to create a little area, a little stockpile for seeds. Right here. Food. Plant. Seed. There we go. And I'm going to place the bags there, because that's that's the most common use for bags. It's seeds. So far we got a pretty good little place going, if you ask me. This whole section is going to be pasture for yaks. I do like having a lot of yaks. And butchering animals can be a very quick fix for food. Very effective, makes a lot of food. There's a lot of waste product that doesn't have a use yet, and that can actually be problematic because you don't want to have a lot of bones just lying around. Although you will inevitably end up with a lot of bones. You want to avoid it, because I don't like having a lot of unused waste just lying around, especially waste that you can't actually use. There's nothing to use it for, so it's probably going to be implemented later, but right now there's no use for it. So wood, sawmill. Now the sawmill is going to take the wooden planks, or the wooden logs, and turn them into planks, so that's important. There we go. You got a rancher bringing in a yak. Once, when you spawn the yaks, pretty much you don't have a pasture, so they just wander off. But if you have a rancher, he'll find them and bring them in. And once they're here, they'll stay. And I can actually fit 24 animals on this pasture, which is actually a really good amount. So I should be good. Lots of sleepy people. Alright, what we need now is going to be a loom. We're going to fit that in. I'm going to put the Great Hall in here. The Great Hall is important for attracting more gnomes. So you want to have a decent setup for that. I'm going to connect this here, connect this here. I like to have some structure, and I like to be efficient. By that I mean I want to have my gnomes sort of accessible everywhere. So there we go, that's going to be dug out. It's a little boring at nighttime because nobody wants to do anything. As you can see, they're all just taking a nap up here. I'm a little concerned about my food supplies. Now, if you're going to designate an area, you can designate, see it's green, now it's blue. I can actually just drag an already made designation and it'll automatically finish off, like copy the settings of this designation. So I knew right away it was a strawberry farm. And this whole designation now is going to be treated as one thing. So I can't just delete the new part. So there's that farm. I got the other yak. You can see that there's a green thing right there. It means that basically there's an assigned job. And if it's in a ranch, that means that we have the ranchers bringing the other yak over now. And since they're both opposite sex, that means that we will actually be producing more yaks. Now, I'm going to need some planks, so we're going to make a bunch of planks. And to keep that going, so we don't run out of planks, gonna get my woodcutters to cut down some more trees while we do that. It's also the woodcutters who will be making the planks. But for the most part, they won't have to worry about carrying the logs back, which is good. Gonna make another workshop now for stone, called a stone cutter. And what stone cutters do is basically the same thing as a woodcutter. The woodcutter turns the raw wood into usable building materials, the same way that you'll actually find a woodcutter. Yeah, a woodcutter turns logs into building materials the same way the stone cutter does. The stone cutter is going to turn raw stone, which you can see where we mined right here. That's what that is. And they'll turn it into blocks, which you can use for a variety of reasons. Now, build workshop. Cloth, loom. Yes. Oh, I don't have any blocks yet. See, you need a blocks to build the loom. So. Okay, hold on. Why are these guys idle? The builders should not be idle. For now, I'm going to assign the builders to be hauling as well. Oh, they are hauling. Why are they not? See, this is what I don't get. There's stuff down here that needs to be hauled, so why aren't they hauling it? I'm going to craft a bunch of blocks. Alright, so what I want to see is I want to see planks being built, and I want to see the stone being stockpiled, but it's not being stockpiled. And there's the blocks right there. You can actually see. You can compare the different varieties that we got going on there for building materials. Now we got the loom, so I'm going to build that like this. What do we got in this barrel here? Logs. Oh, and planks, alright. It's day. It's nighttime a lot around here. Kind of annoying. Now let me see, how much of my stone have I used? Now I have plenty of stone left. Alright, we're gonna make a stockpile here. And it's going to be used just for dirt. That way you'll actually see that we're starting to get rid of the dirt that we have lying all over the place. So everything will start getting a little tidier, because the dirt can be quite ugly. And now that we have that on the go, people are actually bringing the stone up to the stone stockpile, which is good. Let me see here. I'm gonna share this stockpile with the whole stone. That way people can bring that stone over. It's actually not the most efficient way to have it shared, but that's how it's gonna be done right now. Till I change my ways. Alright, there we go. All the stuff from the mine's been cleared out. Now we need to clear out all the stuff from the rest of the... Oh boy. Well, they're getting a lot of exercise anyway. Get this guy to make a few more planks. Get this guy to make a few more blocks. We're going to need a lot of wood in the coming days, because I'm going to be producing a lot of crates and torches. And I'm also going to need wood to actually create coal. Because coal isn't too easy to come by. It's not rare or anything, but you use it a lot faster than you find it typically, but you can turn wood into coal. So that way I can keep my smiths working. Okay. Let's see here. It's getting a little tight in here. I don't usually build my workshops right onto the side there, but today I'm gonna have to. Workshop and a stone mason. There we go. At least the way the tables are set up, it'll look somewhat separated. That's going to take a little while to clear out all that dirt, unfortunately. But they are going to somewhat attend to their other jobs. As you can see, they cut down the trees and they... yeah. Okay. So this is so far a pretty good grouping we've got here, but we don't have a lot of food. So we're going to need to forage some food. Oh, look at all these strawberries. A really good thing to forage is actually apple trees. We don't have any nearby, and it's not going to be worth it to send them up very far. So each time we forage this, doesn't matter if it's on a stockpile, it goes to our food count. So we're getting quite a bit of food here. We were at 18, we're up to 40 now. Should be... yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. And the axe are actually useful for producing a drink. They don't typically produce food unless they're killed, and then you can butcher them. For the most part, what they do is they produce milk, so that's what you use them for. Alright, cloth is going in this section. What I need to do is produce beds so that my gnomes will have a place to sleep. They don't really like sleeping wherever they fall. They will, unfortunately. They have to at the moment. But I'll make a dormitory